It's Orlando Live at the Third Thursday City Arts Factory Gallery Hop, and here we are. We've run into Chris Finn. Chris, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, that's a good thing to be. Now we're going to talk specifically about this piece, which is Avian Prayer. Just let everyone into the little window of what went into this piece.
I actually sketched this piece a year ago when I was dropping my son off at UF. For the first time, so my little bird was leaving the nest. It was the same time as the BP oil spill, and so there were big demonstrations going on, and so I was thinking sadly about what was happening in the environment to birds in particular. This kind of pensive image with these birds kind of came up, and now it's hanging right by Edgar Allan Poe. So we've got the Raven, yes. And we've got, the Edgar Allan Poe.
Jamie, we've seen you all across town, from Mother Falcon in Thornton Park to City Arts Factory and everywhere in between. What's brought your Freedom Fries pop art sort of portrait here to the City Arts Factory for Third Thursday?
This is one of the pieces that I've done in the last year. It took quite a while. 43 days, which is funny. He's the 43rd president.
Did you plan that?
No.
So let's talk about Bert. Come on over here. Here, tell us about it.
The bottom piece was going to have Ernie interrupting the picture. But when I was doing it, I realized that Bert looked really sad. And I was thinking, what would make him that sad? And then I started writing. Ultimately, it just became a little poignant story about, growing older and losing friends. It's just part of life, Yeah. So I figured I'd use him as an example.
Tell us about your painting here today.
Well, this piece, it's called Clean, and it was done as part of a body of work that was about symbolisms, about symbols within our culture.
Okay.
So on a very surface level, it's about health and sanitation and all that, but it's also a fun-loving pop art piece, and then it has all levels of connotations when you think of clean, whether it be about Walt Disney or whether it's about cleaning the streets or clean humor, clean language. So the word goes across different levels.
Incredible, man. Now, other than the Third Thursday here at the City Arts Factory and all throughout the month, is there another place where we could find you, maybe online, as we could see some of your artwork?
Well, I don't have a website right now, but just about all of my work that I've done is on my Facebook page.
Great, where is that?
You could just search Parker Sketch.
Traveled from Germany, Seattle, all down the West Coast. You brought your artwork here to Orlando. Before we talk about Orlando specifically, what's been the land that's most embraced your panda artwork?
That's actually probably Hawaii, because I'm
the hometown boy.
Yeah. And I've just been getting a lot of good feedback all over the world. So it's been really cool. I basically took the ferociousness of a grizzly bear and gave it the colorway of a panda. That's why they look like that.
There's a red X in between his eyebrows. What does that signify?
I've been painting the X on the panda's head since 2003, okay. And the significance of it is because they're going extinct.
Right.
And it's the mark of death, you know what I mean?
During the 80s, I did 6 and 6, where the first day of April I would go to New York City, and for October, for Halloween, I would come home and stay during the winter.
Okay.
And what I would do is I went and painted on the streets of New York City.
For those 6 months?
For those 6 months. And I did it from 81, 82, 83, all the way up to 88, 89. I was on the streets of New York City. And one of the things that I did, as well as paint on the street, was I also picked up things. For example, this is a Liz and Val. And if we get to think about Liz and Val, they did the gigantic stick people all down in Soho.
Yes.
We've also got Apollo Bugiani was the kite man. Everywhere you would go, you would see stringed out kites. This is also a Keith Haring right here. Oh, do we know who Keith Haring is?
Keith Haring, yes. A great artist in the early 80s.
The pop shop guy himself right there. Yes. Friends of Basquiat, and this was on the subways. These pieces were picked up on the subways. For example, another Liz and Val's. See, this was the pier over on the west side.
Chelsea Pier?
No.
On the west side.
It was down by Spring Street in the old days.
In Soho?
In Soho.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and this is a Barbara Kruger. This was picked up on a rainy day on Mercer Street in 1984, 85.
Love the Soho area.
Yeah. So there was a lot of street down there.
Yeah, so a lot of culture, a lot of fun.
This exhibit here at City Arts Factory is entitled Pop Art.
What made you bring it here?
Well, they're pop icons.
Right.
All of these people were part of the Andy Warhol, part of the movement, the Madonna.
You've depicted these same men or persons or things, but without noses in I Said I Was Sorry over here.
Well-
Why'd you take the nose off on this painting behind us?
Well, the noses are more recent than the ones without the noses. And what they are is, if I'm into metaphor, into symbolism, and the screaming man, my guy, my image, all right, is about man's fears, frustrations, and paranoias. For example, you haven't told any lies, have you?
Not in this interview, no.
But we all do. We all tell lies. We can't
That's a
help
great
it.
question,
You know what I
Oliver.
mean?
Yeah,
And the
absolutely.
same thing is true here.
Yeah, let's talk about our friends.
When I say, I said I was sorry, you messed up in a relationship, didn't you?
Everybody has.
That's right, all of us. So every single one of us has gotten into a situation where you had to tell her, I said I was sorry. I got to say it over and over and over.
There's tons going on Pine Street, so you got to make your way down here. Definitely. Every third Thursday has something new to offer, something exciting, and enjoy exactly what makes Orlando awesome. I'm Peter Murphy. See you guys soon.